Hey guys, I'm back again. Just giving a quick update. I've made this video like 5 times because I talk so dang much that I just can't keep it short. But I just want to update you guys on some things that I found that have been really helpful to me on my journey into blackness and my journey into well, it's not really a journey to blackness, black consciousness, my journey into holistic health and spirituality, because those are all things that I'm working on right now. And they've been really helpful. Like, I feel like God placed them in my path for me to flourish in this journey. And so who am I not to share them with the people? The first thing that I'm doing, which is a new thing that I'm doing, is with me and my best friend. As far as the Black consciousness, we have a book. We're a part of a group, Africans United, on Facebook. It's a Facebook group, and we just share, they share memes and commentary and different things like that to keep you in the loop and in the spirit of blackness and Africanness. And it's really great. I love it, seeing it on my timeline. But they posted a meme today that was like, drop some books that will wake the people up. And of course, me just getting on this 2 weeks ago, I haven't read any books yet. I purchased the Egyptian Book of the Dead, which is kind of a little confusing to me. And I'm going to need like a little help comprehending it. And I am a part of an Egyptian Book of the Dead. I think it's called like a book club or a reader circle or something. So I'm gonna go on there and try to see what they talking about. It was only 99 cents for on my Kindle, so I went ahead and purchased that a while ago. But me and my best friend, we are starting to read books together because they dropped a lot of good books. And the one that we chose was Niggas to Gods. Just because the title sounded amazing, and the boy, we read the reviews, and the boy said it was in plain English and it was really good, and it's from 1992, I believe, so that's around the time we was born. So we're going to read that book together and keep each other, so we can talk about it and stay stimulated, because we watch YouTube videos together. All we do is watch YouTube. All we've been doing is watching YouTube, and that in itself has taken us from 0 to 100 real quick, but we trying to get to 1,000. And so the next thing is to read books. Some of the other ones they were dropping, I know I've heard this one thousands of times: Stolen Legacy, The Miseducation of the Negro, and some other ones, but I will leave a link to some of those books below. But yeah, I'm excited about starting to read that with her. So that's one thing as far as the Black consciousness. Now, as far as my holistic health, I have tried to stop eating pork. I had I had a Cuban sandwich, and I realized the Cuban had ham on it. So I kind of messed up. But I'm trying to do the vegetarian thing eventually, but I know I can't just jump head first in the game, especially not being 9 months pregnant. I might have to do it after I deliver, but I do want to raise my daughter as a vegetarian until she's old enough, I feel, to decide that she doesn't want to be a vegetarian. It's proven that vegetarians live longer. I won't say I'm not an animal lover, but I'm not. It's not for me about the animals. It's about the health, and it is in somewhat about the animals. Just that respect that if I don't have to kill you and eat you, and I have seen Food Inc. and I see the farm industry. If you have not seen that movie and you have Netflix, watch it. It's pretty sick what they're doing to those farm animals. But anywho, I am going to be on the vegetarian path. So if anyone have any tips for me, been a long-term vegetarian or vegan, give me those tips, because I'm eventually on my way there. But I'm going to start off with cutting out the pork, and then I might just cut out the beef. Just had a cheeseburger. Love cheeseburgers. Don't know how that's going to work. And I have tried veggie burgers, but those beefy, I'm not even gonna go on a food rant because I'll do it. But yeah, that's as far as my holistic health, what I'm on. As far as my spiritual journey and my spiritual consciousness, I found an amazing blog called themindfulworld.org. I don't know how long it's been around, but I know it's a recent blog and it stays updated. You're talking about mindfulness and consciousness and meditation and just a lot of great things, holistic health, things like that. It was very good, just the articles that I read on there. I shared a few of them on my Facebook page, and that's going to be my new favorite blog to read because it is just on it, and it feels so beautiful to read stories from people who are whole and at peace. I'm really all about now being at peace just with everything, not being in my emotional zone. I'm learning about the chakras and everything. I don't want to be in my physical chakra too much, too lustful, though that's not really a thing for me right now, being 9 months. But definitely not my emotional chakra, and I want to be less judgmental because as a Virgo, I'm very critical, very judgmental, and I do it out of a place of love, but at the same time, it makes me mad when people don't take my advice or don't do things the way that I want them to. And I want to get out of that. I want to let people do them. So the mindfulness, the mindfulworld.org. Check it out. Lastly, from the mindfulworld.org, I found a great website. I think it's a relatively new blog. They don't have that many Facebook fans. I was surprised. I thought it was like a huge thing, but I'm definitely going to try to make it a huge thing. It's called the mindfulnessjar.com. And it is just amazing. A mindfulness jar is a jar that you can create with glitter, glue, and hot water, and you put it in a jar, and basically when you're feeling anxious or something, you shake it up sort of like a snow globe, and you just watch all the glitter fall to the bottom. And she also has some great blog posts on there about how to be mindful, and as you can see, a continuous theme of peace and consciousness and holistic health is mindfulness and being mindful and being aware, spiritually, consciousness, all of it's connected. That's what I'm saying. Like, the Black Power movement is all about realizing that we are the original people of this earth, and that before all of the colonization and the other stuff that went on, everything was just you and the earth, you and God. And I feel like you can hear God more easily. I hear her easily all the time now because I'm actually more mindful, and I feel like that's a part of it. And so those are the things that I've been on um, for the past few days. I plan on making a video soon called So You Call Yourself a Man, which is going to be a little bit more rowdy because, as you know, I do like to get a little rowdy. It's just going to be addressing the men of today and how a lot of them have a boyish mindset, and they're not men, they're not honest, and they're not having accountability for their actions. Now, men love to go get on the women as soon as I start saying anything about them. But what about these hoes? These hoes. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna address these hoes. But at the end of the day, I understand that a lot of that stems from not having a father, which all goes back to you not being a man. Not to say you. Shout out to the real men out there. Shout out to the real fathers out there. Shout out to my father because he was a phenomenal man, and I love him so dearly. He loved my mother and my sister so dearly. He never let us down, not one time. Always there for us. Could call him in the middle of the night and he'll be there. And so because of me having that, and because of me knowing the prominent effect that had on my life, and seeing other people who didn't have that and how detrimental it was, and how even with me having a father, I still made a lot of mistakes. I understand how important it is. And I come from a place of always love and trying to enlighten, never a place of judgment. I'm going to be harsh and I'm going to hold people accountable and I'm going to say some things that you might not want to hear, but I'm always going to come from a place of love and just, especially when it comes to my people, wanting to see the change, because at the end of the day, you can look around you and see a change need to come. Okay, but that's all I have for y'all people today. I'm gonna make that video later once I've done a little bit more research on it. I didn't just want to babble on and on about my feelings. I want to, give you the research, give you the statistics. 1 in 7 black homes are born without a father, or I don't know if it's born, but grow up in fatherless homes, and 1 in 8 white families grow up without fatherless homes. That's not a big difference in the statistics. So it's an even playing field with that, but our statistic is still higher, and I see it more often of just a lot of these men creating single parent homes and not having a problem with creating multiple single parent homes, aka Peter Guns. And it's detrimental to the woman, it's detrimental to the child, and a lot of the times the men just kind of get to live their life still. Might be on child support, but money can't save a child. If they don't spend enough time with you, it's a proven fact they'll be addicted to sex. They'll look for love in having a baby. They'll look for love in another man or another woman. And it's a lot of the reason for tons of the problems we have in our community. So I just want to address that, talk about that. If y'all have any tips for me, like I said, I'm a beginner, but I just have a lot to say. I'm a Virgo, and we think we know everything once we find out a little bit. So I'm gonna share it, but I'm always willing to stand to be corrected, and I'm always willing to take tips, options, advice. But I know I have good sense, like I said. And so I piece together information well, and I like to share. I like to talk, and I like to share. So that's all I'm trying to do. Um, and I think that's everything. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys are watching. If you make videos, if you make YouTubes, if you're a beginner like me and you want to join us on this journey, if you want to read the book with us, Niggas to God, or find out more about the website, hit me up in my DMs. I don't know if YouTube has DMs, but my Facebook is facebook.com/HaileyRayLove, HaileyRaylove. My Instagram is at Miss Hailey Ray, same spelling, HaileyRay, MS at the front, not MISS or MRS. I'm not married. My Snapchat is typical Hey Ray, and my blog is tinyurl.com/typicalvixen. And I'll put all that shit below because that was a lot to say, but follow, like, subscribe, comment. I know that's what they say at the end of all these videos, but I love you people, and I'll be back soon to talk to you about why you call yourself a man.